Hello, welcome to the another video of rational numbers. In previous video, we will studied about we did question to find numbers on number line. So in this video, we will see the topic rational numbers between two rational numbers between two rational numbers Now let's start with natural number. So if we have two numbers 2 and 6, so can you tell the natural numbers between 2 and 6? Which numbers are between 2 and 6? So we know difference. Difference between two natural number is 1. Between integers 1, between whole numbers is 1. So we can count easily numbers between two natural numbers, two whole numbers, two integers. So now tell numbers between 2 and 6. So we add sequentially 1 1 1. So 2, add 1, so we will get number after 2 3. Now again add 1 into 3, then we will get another number 4. Then add 1 5, add 1, and our last number is 6. So there are 3 natural numbers between 2 and 6. If you will be asked that how many natural numbers between 10 and 11, then 10 and 12, then how many natural numbers are between 10 and 12? So only 1, because if I add 1 into 10, then I get 11. After, if I add 1 into 11, then I get 12. So between 10 and 12 there is only one number. So there is one number in between 10 and 12, and it is 11. If I say that how many numbers are between 9 and 8, then, because if we want to get next number after 9, then we add 1 into 9. This question is also wrong. Natural number between 9 and 10. Simply if we add 1 to get next number after the 9, then we will get 10. So there is no number between 9 and 10, no natural number. There is rational numbers between 9 and 10, but no natural number between 9 and 10, because directly if we add 1, then we will get 10. So there is no natural number. No natural number between 9 and 10. Let's talk about integers. So if we have 5 and 4, so how many integers are there between -5 and 4? So again add 1 1 1 1, because in natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, difference between two integers, whole numbers, natural number is 1. So add 1 in -5 to get number after -5, number next to -5. So -5, add 1. If we add 1 into 5, then we will get -4, because in this addition we have one negative, one positive, then we subtract small digit from bigger, and answer is negative. So number after -5 is -4. Again we add 1 into -4, then we get -3, then -2. Continuing adding 1, so we are getting numbers after minus 5. So minus 1, then we add 1 into minus 1, then we get 0. Then continue this process, add 1 to this 0, then we get 1. Again add 1 into 1, we get 2, then 3, and at last we finally we have reached 4. So count the integers: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So there are 8 numbers between minus 5 and 4. Not numbers, integers. Okay, integers. Now see, how many integers between minus 1 and 1? So same, because we know the difference between two sequential integers is 1. Okay, what is sequential? Now if I draw number line and write 0 1 2 3, then this 1 and 2 are sequential. Okay, but 0 and 3 not. Okay, 1 after 1. Okay, 1 after 1 numbers, difference between 1 after 1 number. Okay, so difference between 1 after 1 integer is 1. So if we add 1 into minus 1, then we will get 0. Again if we add 1, then we will get 1. So 1 integers is there between minus 1 and 1. Okay, 0 is also an integer. If we talk only positive integer, then 0 is not included in positive integer. If we talk about negative integers, then 0 is not included in negative integers. But if we talk whole set of integers, then 0 is included in integer. Okay, as same. Okay, how many integers between minus 9 and minus 10? Okay, you know that I wrote it first, but okay, let's see. Minus 10 and minus 9. So no integers, because if we add 1, then we will get minus 9. So there is no integer between minus 10 and minus 9. So this is whole talk about natural numbers, integers and whole numbers. Okay, now you can learn. Okay, sorry. Now you can count how many natural numbers, integers, whole numbers between any two natural numbers, any two whole numbers, any two integers. Now we will talk about rational number. How to count rational numbers between two rational numbers. Let's see. Before that, we recall the definition of rational numbers. What is rational numbers? A number in the form of p by q, where p either positive or negative or 0, and q is denominator, is always positive integers. So this is a definition of rational number. So any number in the form of p by q is rational number. So let's start talk of rational numbers. Okay, let's as example. Okay, and previously we saw that we counted numbers between natural numbers, integers and 0, and we saw that there were definite numbers between any two natural numbers, any two integers, any two whole numbers. But now let's check how many rational numbers are there between any two rational numbers. As example, let's take 3 by 10 and 7 by 10. Okay, 3 by 10 and 7 by 10. Okay, so think how many rational numbers are there in between 3 by 10 and 7 by 10. So count how many numbers are there between 3 by 10 and 7 by 10. You may have thought that there are only like as 4 by 10. Okay, now see, if I label this 3 by 10 and 7 by 10 and on rational number, then you can identify difference between these two rational numbers, gap between two rational numbers. How you can count it? 7 by 10 minus 3 by 10, then 4 by 10. So we got this gap is 4 by 10. Now in how many parts we will divide this gap? How many parts we will divide this gap? Okay, now here we have not any question that represent this rational number or that. Okay, we can divide so many parts. Okay, either we can divide in two parts, or 3 or 4 or 5 or 100 or 1000. Okay, this is our choice. Okay, here we have not been given that, we are not been given that you have to represent this number or that number. Okay, so we can divide this gap in so many in so many parts. So by this, and there are so many parts, so we can label so many numbers on this number line. So by this we can say that there are not definite number between 3 by 10 and 7 by 10. Okay, you may have thought that in this in between this 3 by 10 and 7 by 10 there are 4 by 10, 5 by 10, 6 by 10, but not, it is not stopped here. Okay, because there are so many. Okay, by this example, because for labeling rational number, what we do, we make parts, okay, or parts of the number line, then we label rational number. Now we have not here question that represent this number, so we can divide this gap 4 by 10 in so many parts. So conclusion is that previously we learned that between two natural numbers, between two integers and whole numbers, there are definite number. Okay, as example 4 and 7. Okay, natural numbers between 4 and 7 is definite. 5, 6, 2 is definite. Okay, we can count 1, 2 as like. Okay, but here we have not limit to make segments of this gap 4 by 10. Okay, so there are not definite number. Okay, here it is definite because we know the difference. In rational number, we do not know the difference between any two. Okay, we can count, but we cannot decide that this is the number that only will be after 3 by 10. Okay, 3 by 10. As example, see 3 by 10 and 7 by 10. This 3 by 10 is equal to 0.3 and 7 by 10 is equal to 0.7. Okay, you can calculate by calculator also. Okay, 0.3. Now, what will be the number after 0.3? It is not decided. Okay, it is not fixed that this is the number is only after 0.3. I can write 0.31 also. Okay, this is, and before this 0.31 there is also one number. Okay, one decimal number, because this is also rational number. So it is not it is not defined that this rational number is next to that rational number. Okay, so conclusion is that okay, you can check your NCERT books. There are so many examples to understand it, that the numbers of rational numbers in between two rational numbers are not definite. Okay, so conclusion is that there are countless rational numbers between any two given rational numbers, any two rational numbers, any two given rational numbers. Okay, into given rational numbers. So what is by meaning countless? Countless means that you can't count. Okay, if you have a ball of grains, then you can't count how many grain in the bowl, then you can't count. Okay, so this is the example of countless. Okay, so you can't count how many rational numbers are there between any two given rational number. So this is the conclusion. Okay, you can write any 3, any 5, any 10, any 20 rational numbers between two rational numbers, and you will be asked also in the exam that write any 3 rational numbers between this and this, write any 5, write any 6. So in the in next video we will see the examples, okay, of writing rational numbers between any two rational numbers. Okay, and we will start exercise 1.2. So stay tuned for rational numbers.